Hello, everybody. This is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics, and we have a new game for the 1960s. Today, this is week 3 for the National League. The 1960 Pirates are going to play the 1961 Cincinnati Reds. The 1960 Pirates had a player on their team, Smokey Burgess, who was one of my favorites on that ball club. He was a lot like a player that I once coached in California. I coached high school baseball in California for 9 years back in the 80s. And there was a lot of notable players that I recall, good players, because a lot of them played year-round. They played in a fall league, they played in a summer league, and they also had the spring season, which was a high school league. And among those notable players was the catcher I had. That was a lot like Smokey Burgess. He was about 5'8". He was a roly-poly type of body, and he was kind of fat, actually. Didn't run well, didn't throw well, could catch the ball. What he could do was he could get up under any circumstances against any pitcher and hit line drives. His name was Paul. I don't know if Paul's personality was a lot like Smokey Burgess. I knew his mother fairly well, but Smokey Burgess did have a personality, and much as accomplishments. One of my favorite stories of Smokey Burgess is that when he signed, he put his money, his signing bonus money, into a new car, a Mercury, and he wanted to show it off to the girls. So he went to the Rose Dime store in his hometown of Caroline, North Carolina. His hometown was in western North Carolina in the Rocky Mountains, not a big town. And but he went and asked the girls in Rose Dime store if they would go for a ride for him in his new Mercury. No. And while I was trying to talk them into it, the young supervisor, whose name was Margaret, came and kind of shushed them back to work. And so he asked her, would you ride with me in my new Mercury? Well, she agreed to. And after church one Sunday, the next Sunday, they went for about a 5-hour ride. And she is the girl that he married. Shortly after he signed his bonus, he started in the minor leagues, started out successfully, but then he was drafted into the Army in 1945 and 1946. And while in the Army, he had in Germany, in 1946, he was driving a Jeep, and the Jeep rolled over 3 times and badly injured his shoulder. He never totally recovered from that injury. And so while he was a catcher in the major leagues, he was not very good at throwing out base runners. Didn't have a very strong arm. He did lead the National League in fielding 3 times, so he could catch the ball and field his position. And people didn't think of Smokey Burgess as a very good catcher, but he would tell you that he was a little bit better than what people thought of him as a catcher. And he was a regular catcher, starting around about 53 with the 1953 Phillies. 54, 55, he had very successful seasons. 55, he had 54, he had 368. But didn't win the batting title because he didn't have quite enough at-bats to qualify for the title. He did hit over 300 4 times in his career, but what he's most noted for is that when he retired from the major leagues after an 18-year career, he had the most all-time pinch hits of anyone who had ever played Major League Baseball at the time. Smokey Burgess was a line drive hitter who was named to 9 All-Star teams. And like Joe Garagiola said, it could be Christmas morning, there could be 3 inches of snow on the ground, and he could still get up and hit line drives.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Okay, we've had the introductions of the players. We're ready to play ball. Bob Perky is a knuckleball pitcher, primarily. He had a variety of pitches. Bill Verdon steps into the box. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. 3-5 is a base on balls to Bill Verdon. Verdon takes first. He is fast. And we're using Apba Basic all the way. We don't have the stealing results for the Reds. Dick Grote, 1960 league MVP for the Pirates. Could hit and run. Here's the pitch to Dick Grote. 6-3 is a fly ball to center field. That would have been a good I should have hit and run because that would have been a good result. 1 away. Bob Clemente. 1-5 is an 8 against a C pitcher. That's going to be a base hit. Single to center field, and Verdon goes to second. More speed on the base pass. Clemente is also fast. Here is Dick Stewart, the first baseman, sometimes known as Dr. Strangeglove. Here's a pitch to Dick Stewart. 45 is a 14, and that is going to be a 2 balls and no strikes, as Bob Perky has a Z modifier, which is unusual for a knuckleball pitcher. Here is a pitch to Stewart. 1-1 roll. That's going to be a hit column roll for Dick Stewart. 32 is a 7, a single to left. Scoring Verdon. Clemente will go to third. Stewart is slow at first. I'll play it safe with him. The Pirates have a 1-0 lead here in the first. Third baseman Don Hoke. 282 hitter in 1960. 3-6 is a 33. That's a pop out to the second baseman, Don Blasingame. 2 outs. Cincinnati is fielding column 2. Pittsburgh is fielding column 1. Here is Smokey Burgess. 3-4 is a fly ball to center field. 3 outs. Pirates are on the board, though. 1-0. Reds coming to bat. A very talented Veda Pinson will lead off for the Cincinnati Reds. He hit .343 with 16 home runs in 1961. Fast runner. Here's a pitch from Vinegar Ben Mizell. He is a grade B pitcher with no modifiers. Pitch to Pinson is a 55. That's going to be a leadoff single to right field for Veda Pinson. Don Blasingame does not have the extra 31. Pinson is a fast runner. There's not a lot of 13s on his cards. 1. I think we'll hit and run. There goes Pinson. Here's the throw to Blasingame. 53 is an 18, fielding column. So 18 is going to be a ground out to the shortstop, Dick Grote. Pinson goes to second. Blasingame's retired at first by Grote. And here is Frank Robinson. 37 homers, 323 average in 61. 23 is a 28. That's a ground out to shortstop. Pinson must hold, though. And there's 2 down for Gordy Coleman, the first baseman. Mizell checks the runner. Here's the pitch. 1-5 is an 8 against the B. That's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. The throw to first. 3 outs. And the Reds don't score. They strand Pinson at second. We go to the top of the second. 1-0 Pirates. Each team comes into the game with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. Gino Cimoli leads off for the Pirates in the second. The pitch from Bob Perky, 1-5, is a base hit for Gino Cimoli. A single to left center field. Cimoli is fast at first. Here is Bill Mazeroski, hero of the 1960 World Series. Although there is a story from Smokey Burgess that in that series, it was his hit that led the manager, Danny Murtaugh, to pitch run for him, and then his replacement, Hal Smith, hit a 3-run homer to extend that game. If there was not a 3-run homer by Hal Smith, there'd be no home run by Bill Mazeroski. So Smokey Burgess wants everyone to know that his hit was just as important as Mazeroski's. It is a team game. Here's the pitch to Bill Mazeroski. 6-3 is a fly ball to center field. 1 away. Now the pitcher, Vinegar Ben Mizell. Two 4 is a strikeout. 2 outs in the top of the order, Bill Verdon. 1-3 is a 2 balls and no strikes. And that's a fly out to center field. So Veda Pinson makes 2 defensive plays in the inning. Cimoli is stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the second. Pirates 1, Reds nothing. All right, number 25, Gus Bell will lead off for the Cincinnati Reds in the bottom of the second inning. He is the grandfather of the Bell family, the first of the 3 generations of Bells to play at Major League Baseball. His son was Buddy Bell, who also wore number 25, and David Bell, his grandson, who wore number 25. Here's the pitch to Gus Bell. 55 is a fly ball to center field. Pinson has been busy out there in center field. He makes the catch. Gene Freeze. 32 is a 26 ground ball to the second baseman, Bill Mazeroski. He makes the play. 2 outs. They got some outstanding defenders on the Pirates. Bill Mazeroski, one of the best ever defensive second baseman. Of course, Roberto Clemente, one of the best ever defensive right fielders. And Bill Verdon in center field was exceptional in center field as well. Here is Eddie Casco. 51 is a base hit for Casco with 2 outs. Casco is fast. Catcher Johnny Edwards. And Edwards rolls a 55. That's going to be a base hit. First and second. Average speed. And the pitcher, Bob Perky. Three-one is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And all fans of the designated hitter groan, but I'm not one of those. Go to the top of the third. 1-0 Pittsburgh. All right, Dick Grote leads off for the Pirates. I did a blog on him earlier in the year. He was a terrific basketball player at Duke University. There is a pitch to Dick Grote. 35 is a 9 against a C. That's going to be a pop out to the third baseman, Gene Freeze, 1 away. Bob Clemente. 23 is a ground ball to third base. Freeze makes that play, throws to Coleman across the diamond. 2 outs. Here's Dick Stewart. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. 3 up and 3 down for the Pirates. In the third, we go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Pittsburgh. All right, Veda Pinson began the game with a single and got to as far as second base. But that is as close as the Reds have come to scoring. He leads off the bottom of the third. Pitch to Veda Pinson is a 21. That's a fly ball to left field, taken by Gino Simoli, one away. Here is Blazer Blasting Game. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, Gino Simoli, rinse and repeat. Here is Frank Robinson. 1-2 is hit on the ground to second base. Mazeroski is up with it, throws the first. 3 up and 3 down for the Reds. We go to the top of the fourth. 1-0 Buccos. Let's take a look at other National League action around the league today. 65 Dodgers are at New York playing the Mets, and the Mets have a 2-1 lead after 3. San Francisco is leading Atlanta 2-1 after 3. And the Cubs are hosting the Cardinals, and they lead 1-0 after 3. All right, like Smokey Burgess, Bob Perky met his wife in an interesting way. He had a high school admiration for a girl named Joan and asked her out. She refused. He was later drafted in the Army, and then I think either late in his Army days or when he just got out of the Army, happened to see her in a bowling alley, and she saw him, called him and asked him if she wanted to go to a sock hop dance. She was making that up. Of course, he said yes, and she called him back and said, well, that sock hop dance was canceled. Perky asked, well, when can we get together? And her scheme worked, and they got married. Here is the pitch to Don Hoke from Bob Perky. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for Don Hoke. He has 16 home runs in 64. 45 is a double for Don Hoke, a leadoff double. The Pirates have man in scoring position. And he is a fast runner. Smokey Burgess steps into the box. He played for the Reds for a while. In 1955, he was traded to them mid-season. Had a game with them where he hit 3 home runs and drove in 9 runs in that game, which at the time was the Reds' record. In 56, coming up at the end of the season, the Reds were threatening to set the Major League home run record. And he was called on to pitch hit, and his manager told him to go out there with one thing in mind, and that's to hit a home run because they were one shy of the record. And he did go up and hit a home run. He said that's the only time in his 18-year career that he tried to hit a home run. Here is the pitch to Burgess, runner in scoring position. 1-4 is a fly ball to left. It's going to be catchable, and it's caught out there in left field by Gus Bell. That brings up Gino Simoli. Later played with the Kansas City A's. 24 is a strikeout. Here is Bill Mazeroski. 24 is a fly out to left. So the double is stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Pittsburgh 1 and Cincinnati nothing. Gordy Coleman leads off the bottom of the fourth inning for the Reds. He hit 26 home runs in 61, 287 here. Here's a pitch from Vinegar Ben Mizell. 46 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Coleman goes back to the dugout, a strikeout victim. Here is Gus Bell. His name was David Russell Bell Jr., nicknamed Gus because he liked growing up the Major League catcher Gus Bell. That's why he's called Gus. Or Gus Mancuso, who played with the Giants. Here's the pitch to Gus Bell. 51 is a base hit for Gus Bell. I should have the Reds cap out there, and Gus Bell on first. Average speed, 1 down, and Gene Freese, the third baseman. Here's another one who had 26 home runs for the Reds in 61. 63 is a fly ball to right field. Clemente is under and picks it out of the sky. Quick throw back to the infield. And there's 2 outs. Here is Eddie Casco, the shortstop. 52 is a ground ball to third base. Don Hoke throws the first. Reds are retired in the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th inning. 1-0 Pittsburgh. All right, former Cardinal Vinegar Ben Mizell leads off the 5th inning for the Pirates. 52 is a 27 ground ball to third base. Gene Freese throws the first, 1 down. Bob Perky has only given up 3 hits to the Pirates. Here is the top of the order, Bill Verdon. He walked his first time up and scored the game's only run. 65 is a pop-up behind the plate, caught by Johnny Edwards. 2 outs. Dick Grote. 1-3 is a 23. If you want to call him 2. That's going to be an error on the center fielder, Veda Pinson. Dick Grote is a slow runner at first, but with 2 outs, we're not going to play it safe. Roberto Clemente's up the bat. 51 is an 8. Against the C, that's going to be a single to center field, and Grote will make it to third. Pirates have a late rally going here in the 5th inning. 1st and 3rd, 2 away, and Dick Stewart. Here's a stretch and the pitch from Perky. 23 is a 12. The infield's playing back with 2 outs. That's going to be a ground ball to second base and end the inning. Runners are stranded at the corners. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Pittsburgh. All right, in the last of the 5th, Vinegar Ben Mizell has the last part of the 6th inning batting in order to deal with. Johnny Edwards, the pitcher, Perky, and then Veda Pinson. Here's the pitch to Johnny Edwards. 44 is at 8 against the B. That's going to be a fly ball, catchable in center field, taken by Bill Verdon, 1 down. Edwards goes back to the bench. He's 1 for 2. Bob Perky, the pitcher, struck out and is 0 for 1. 21 is a fly ball to the left, 2 outs. Bill Verdon swings the bat from the left side. Here's the pitch to Verdon. 35 is an 8 against the B. That's a fly out to center. 3 up and 3 fly outs. For the Reds, we go to the top of the 6th, 1-0 Pittsburgh. Don Hoke will lead off with the Phillies. He was an aggressive, hard-nosed player. They said he was nice off the field, but on the field, he was very aggressive and had been known to start a fight or two. Here's a pitch to Don Hoke. 1-5 is base hit for Hoke. The Pirates have been getting their leadoff runner on in pretty much every inning except 2, but they've only got 1 run to show for it. Fast runner at first, Smokey Burgess is the hitter. I think the Pirates will hit and run. Here's a pitch to Burgess. 1-1 roll, that's a hit column roll for Burgess. And 34 is a 7. A single to right against A through B pitchers. It's 26 below, but he's a C pitcher, so runners on 1st and 3rd. A successful hit and run. Pirates are in business with nobody out. Here is Gino Simoli. Reds will play the infield back. Never mind, they're going to play it tight because they're at the bottom of the order. 1st and 3rd, we got Bill Mazeroski, the hitter. The infield is going to play close. Here's a pitch to Mazeroski. 55 is an 8 against the C. That's going to be a fly out to center field, but deep enough to score Don Hoke. RBI for Samoli, and the Pirates have a 2-0 lead. 1 out. Ben Mizell, the hitter. 6-1 is a 24. And that is going to be a double play. Yeah. 6-4-3 double play. That ends the inning. Pirates score once. They lead 2-0. Let's go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Don Blasingame leads off for the Reds. 1-3 is a base on balls. Blasingame tosses away the bat, trots to first base. Fast runner at first. Here is Frank Robinson. One 4 is a fly ball to the left. It's caught. Robinson's 0 for 3. Gordy Coleman steps in. .31 is a base hit for Gordy Coleman. A infield single. First and second for the Reds, one away. Only the second time in the game that the Reds have had more than one on in an inning. Gus Bell comes to bat. Here's the pitch to Gus Bell. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for Gus Bell. And we'll see what the damage is. 56 is a 6. That's a double to left center field. Both runners score, and the game is tied. Two RBIs for Gus Bell. He's 2 for 3 on the day. And we've got a brand new ball game in the bottom of the sixth inning. Here is Gene Freeze. 1-5 is going to be a 10 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Bell will go to third. Throws to first. 5-3. 2 outs. Here's Eddie Casco. Thought comes to mind to walk the next 2 batters to get to the pitcher, but then they might pitch hit for him, bring in Lynch, or you may end up walking somebody with the bases loaded. Here's a pitch to Eddie Casco. 21 is a fly ball to the left. That's going to end the inning, but the Reds score twice. Game is tied. 2-2 going into the 7th. Pirates will lead off. A check of the out-of-town scoreboard has the Mets and Dodgers tied after 6. San Francisco leads Atlanta 3-2, and the Cardinals have taken the lead over the Chicago Cubs 2-1. Off with their pitcher, Vinegar Ben Mizell. He will stay in the game. Here's a pitch to Mizell in the 7th. This is the point of weakness inning for Bob Perky. 3 bad things happen to him. His grade will go down 1 level. 53 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Mizell. 1 away in the 7th. Bill Verdon, longtime Major League manager after his playing days were done. 23 is a ground ball to third base. 5-3 scoring. That's 2 outs. Here is the 1960 NL MVP, Dick Rowe. 2 outs and the base is empty. 27 is a roller to the left side taken by the third baseman, Gene Freeze, to throw to first. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, tied 2-2. This is the point of weakness inning for Vinegar Ben Mizell, and Johnny Edwards leads off for the Reds in the last of the 7th inning. 6-3 is a fly ball to right field taken by Roberto Clemente, 1 down. Here is Bob Perky. That's a pop out to the catcher. 2 up and 2 down. Veda Pinson. That's a hit. Second roll, that's a 0. So the second roll for 35 is a triple for Veda Pinson, a 2-out triple. All right, the Reds have a strong bench, and they've got 2 hitters that are 300 hitters on their bench. One of them is a middle infielder, Leo Cardenas, and he's going to bat for the 222 hitting Don Blasingame. Cardenas will stay in the game and play shortstop, and Eddie Casco will move from shortstop to second base. 2 outs, runner on third. Here's the pitch to the pitch hitter, Chico Cardenas. 1-1 roll, that's a hit column roll for Cardenas, and 26 is a double, and the Reds take the lead. 3-2. That's 2 bad things to happen to Mizell, but he has been wobbling since the 6th inning. Timeout. All right, Danny Murtaugh will go to the bullpen and bring in Fred Green to pitch to Frank Robinson. He is a grade B pitcher, Y modifier. Here's the pitch to Frank Robbie. 1-2 is a 25. That's a ground out to second base, and that will end the inning. But the Reds score, and they take a 3-2 lead. We go to the top of the 8th. The Pirates, who have led in this game all the way since the first inning, are now down by a penny. Bob Clemente leads off the top of the 8th inning. Bob Perkey has no marks against his fatigue. He's still a grade CZ pitcher. Here's the pitch to Clemente. 3-6 is a base on balls, and Clemente will be on as the leadoff hitter. And they have got the leadoff hitman on in 5 of 8 innings. Here is Dick Stewart. .22 for Stewart. That's a hit column roll for Dick Stewart. 41 is a single, and Clemente goes to third. First and third Pirates. Here is Don Hoke, a right-handed batter. Reds will go to the bullpen and bring in the professor, Jim Brosnan. He is a grade B pitcher with a Z modifier. Brosnan is not just a baseball player, he was also an author and broadcaster after his playing days. But while he was playing, he kept a diary in the 1959 season and wrote the book The Long Season, which kind of foreshadowed the Ball 4 book by Jim Bouton, and also Instant Replay by Jerry Kramer. It was one of the first sports books to give an early inside look on a Major League season. It was voted by Sports Illustrated the 19th most influential sports book. Here is Brosnan pitching to Don Hoke. The infield is going to play in. Here's the pitch. 46 is a swing and miss, strike 3. Don Hoke strikes out. 1 down. That brings up Smokey Burgess. Dangerous hitter here. Burgess is 1 for 3 today. 294 hitter in 1960. I'm going to play the infield back for a potential double play. Here's the pitch to Burgess. 34 is a 31, and that is against fielding column now 3 because of the changes. Cardenas is a 5. They lose 2 points on defense when he came in to play second base. So, sacrifice fly to center field. That scores Stewart, or Clemente rather. Stewart stays at first. And the Pirates tie the game 3-3. 2 outs now, and Gino Simoli. 1-5 is an 8 against the B. That's going to be a ground out to third base, ending the inning. But the Pirates tie the score. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 3-3. Fred Green returns to the mound for Pittsburgh. Let's see. And Gordy Coleman leads off for the Reds. 1-2 is a 25. Ground out to second base. Bill Mazeroski with the play. 1 out, and that is Gus Bell walking to the plate. Here's the pitch to Gus Bell. 44 is a fly ball to center field. 2 quick outs for the Cincinnatis. And now Gene Freeze. 23 is a ground out to Dick Grote. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the 9th. Tied 3-3. Bill Henry will pitch the 9th inning for Cincinnati. He's a grade A pitcher, X, Y, and Z modifiers. Leading off for the Pirates is Bill Mazeroski, probably a pinch hitter, and then the top of the order. Here's the pitch to Mazeroski. 35, 36 is ball 1. 53 is 19. That's an error on Gene Freeze at third base. Fast runner at first for Pittsburgh. And Fred Green will stay in the game and probably sacrifice the runner. 25 is an 8. Bunt is picked up by Henry. He throws to the second baseman covering first. Successful sacrifice. Mazeroski's at second with 1 down. Here, Bill Verton comes to the plate. He has a chance to knock in the go-ahead run. Here's the pitch from Bill Henry. 26 is a 27. That's a ground out to third base or Y. Henry has a Y, so that's a strikeout. 2 outs. And it's going to be up to Dick Grote, a capable man. Here's the pitch to Dick Grote. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to be a line drive to the shortstop. That's Chico Cardenas. He makes the catch, and that's the end of the threat. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 3-3 tie. For the last of the 9th inning, Elroy Face will be brought on to pitch for the Pirates. He was 10-8 with a 2.90 earned run average. He had a phenomenal year in '59 when he was 16-1. Forkball pitcher, grade B with a Y and Z modifier. The Reds are at the bottom of their order. Eddie Casco, Johnny Edwards, and the pitcher. Here's the pitch to Eddie Casco in the bottom of the 9th. We're tied. 1-6 is a ground ball to third base. Casco will be retired by Don Hoke to throw to first. 1 down. Catcher Johnny Edwards. 61 is a fly out to right field. Jerry Lynch will pitch it for the pitcher. Here's the pitch to Jerry Lynch. 6-3 is going to be a fly out to right field. 3 up and 3 down. We're going to go to extras. Free baseball here on the Apba Baseball channel. We're tied 3-3. New pitcher for Cincinnati is Ken Hunt. He's a grade D pitcher, Y modifier. He'll have the middle of the Pirates order, Clemente, Stewart, and Hoke. Here's the pitch to Bob Clemente. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base, taken by the second baseman, Eddie Casco. 1 away. Here's Dick Stewart. He has home run power, played in the Home Run Derby show in the offseason, 1959. Here's the pitch to Dick Stewart. 25 is an 8 against a D. That's a base hit for Dick Stewart. He is 3 for 5 on the day. Slow runner at first. Pittsburgh will send out a pitch runner. That is Joe Christopher. He is fast. He'll be running at first base for Dick Stewart. Don Hook is the hitter. He's a chance to strike. He's going to swing away. There's the pitch to Don Hook. He'll try to get the ball in the air, but 23, he doesn't. That's a 5-4-3 double play. That ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Pittsburgh 3, Cincinnati 3. On the pitch for the Pirates in the bottom of the 10th inning is Tom Chaney. He is a grade C pitcher, Y and W modifiers. And batting for Cincinnati is Vada Pinson. 343 hitter. Here's the pitch to Pinson. 6-4 is a 9 against a C, is going to be a fly out to pop out to third base. 1 away. Chico Cardenas. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base. 2 outs. Here's Frank Robinson. 64 is a base on balls. Frank Robbie takes first. He's fast. And Gordy Coleman's the batter. 6-4 is a strikeout that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 11th inning. It is tied 3-3. A check of the scoreboard around the league. The New York Mets defeated the 65 Dodgers with 2 runs on the bottom of the 9th inning to come from behind. They win 5-4. San Francisco edges out Atlanta 5-4 in 10 innings. And the Chicago Cubs scored 3 in the bottom of the 9th to overtake the 67 Cardinals 4-3. Our game has yet to be resolved, and Smokey Burgess leads off for the Pirates. Ken Hunt is still on the mound for the Reds. Here's the pitch to Smokey Burgess. 62 is a 26. Ground out to the second baseman, Eddie Casco, 1 down. Here's Gino Samoli. 6-5 is a pop out to the catcher. 2 outs. Bill Mazeroski. And that is a Y. He's got a Y, so that's a strikeout. 3 up and 3 down for the Pirates. In the 11th, we go to the bottom of the 11th. 3-3 tie. Tom Chaney comes back out for Pittsburgh. Gus Bell steps into the batter's box from the left side. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field the opposite way, and the catch is made. 1 down. Here is Gene Freeze. Fly out to left field. Eddie Casco. 6-5 is a pop out to the catcher, Smokey Burgess. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 12th. 3-3 tie. The Pittsburgh pitcher leads off. 64 is a strikeout. Here's Billy Verdon. 23 is a ground ball to third base. 2 down. And now Dick Grope. 23 is a error on the left fielder, Gus Bell. 2 outs, fast runner at first. Bob Clemente. .35 is going to be a single, an infield hit for Clemente. First and second. And a hot Dick Stewart is out of the game. He's being replaced, though, by Rocky Nelson when he was pinch run for the next half inning. Rocky Nelson came in to play first. He's a 300 hitter, though. Here's the pitch to Rocky Nelson, first and second, and 2 outs. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball to the shortstop, Chico Cardenas. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 12th inning. Still tied 3-3. Here is Johnny Edwards, the catcher. 1-6 is a ground ball to third. One out. He's got to be a tired man, catching 12 innings. Might replace the catchers next inning. Here is Ken Hunt. 6-6 roll for Ken Hunt. He's a pitcher, and he has a double. Always got confused by Ken Hunt, the pitcher with Cincinnati, and Ken Hunt, the outfielder in '62 with the Los Angeles Angels. Both only played basically one full year. The Ken Hunt outfielder he had a little bit of time with the Yankees before he was taken in the expansion draft, maybe a dozen games or so. But Ken Hunt with the Angels injured his shoulder, so he only played one major year. He became the dad of Eddie Munster. Butch Patrick is his stepson. But this is a different Ken Hunt, the one's at second base for the Reds. He was a pitcher, and that brings up Veda Pinson with something to do here about the tie game. It's a possibility. You could drive in the winning run. Here is the pitch from Tom Chaney. 45 is a 14. That's a walk. The Reds have first and second with 1 out. And Tom Chaney is digging a hole a little deeper. Chico Cardenas. .63 is a 30. That's a fly out to left field. The runners will have to hold. 2 outs. It's going to be up to Frank Robinson to do something about the scoring threat. Chaney gets the sign, goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Frank Robinson. 23 is going to be a ground out to the shortstop, 6-3, and he pitches his way through it. We go to the top of the 13th inning, 3-3. Don Hoku is 2 for 5, leads off the top of the 13th for Pittsburgh. 2-5 is a 8. That's going to be a base hit. Third hit in the game for Don Hoke. And the Pirates again have the leadoff runner on. Smokey Burgess. Hoke is fast. Burgess has 1 for 4 with a sacrifice fly and a RBI. Here's the pitch to Smokey. 35 is a 9. That's going to be a base hit. First and second for the Pirates. Well, Ken Hunt did what he could to end this game by hitting a double in the last half inning, but now he's digging his own hole. First and second. No outs. Gino Samoa will square around and bunt. .63 is a 31. Fielded by the first baseman. Throws to the second baseman covering. Runners move up a base. Second and third and only 1 out. Here is Bill Mazeroski. 273 hitter. They'll pitch to him. play the infield in. Hunt goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch. 42 is a strikeout. Okay, the battery ran out on my phone, so we're going to have to change cameras. I'm using my laptop to film now. And Pittsburgh will bring up a pitch hitter for the pitcher, Tom Cheney. The pitch hitter is Dick Schofield. 2 outs, second and third. Here's a pitch to Dick Schofield. 51 is going to be a single over first. And let's see, both runners will score. 5-3 Pittsburgh. And now to the top of the order, and Bill Verdon. .44 is going to be a single. Schofield will go to third. First and third, 2 outs. Here is Dick Rote. 54 is a fly out to right field that ends the inning. But the Pirates score twice. They take a 5-3 lead. Coming in to pitch the bottom of the 13th for Pittsburgh is Clem Labine. He's a grade CY pitcher. Also have a new catcher. That is Hal Smith is on the catch for the exhausted Smokey Burgess. Gordy Coleman leads off the last of the 13th for Cincinnati. 4-4 roll. That is going to be a base hit for Coleman. That'll get the tying run to the plate. Gus Bell. 26 is a 32, a fly out to right field. 1 away. Eddie Chacon pops out of the dugout to run for Gus Bell at first base. He is a fast runner. Gene Freese steps into the box. Okay, he's running for Gordy Coleman. Bell flied out the right. Here's Gene Freese. 65 is a foul out to the catcher. 2 away. And it's going to be up to Eddie Casco. Here's the pitch from Labine to Casco. 43 is a little roller back to the pitcher's mound. And Labine throws to first, 1-3. That's the final out of the ball game. Final score, the Pittsburgh Pirates 5, Cincinnati 3 in 13 innings. We'll come back with the wrap-up. All right, it was a long one here at Crosley Field in Cincinnati, but the final score was Pittsburgh 5 and Cincinnati 3. Pittsburgh scored 5 runs on 14 hits. They committed no errors. And Cincinnati scored 3 runs on 10 hits, and they committed 3 errors. The winning pitcher was Tom Cheney, worked 3 good innings of relief, allowed no runs. And Clem Labine gets the save. Ken Hunt is the losing pitcher. He went 4 innings and gave up 3 runs. No homers in the game. Star of the game is probably Don Hoke. He goes 3 for 6 with a double, 2 singles, and scored 2 runs. So Don Hoke is the star of today's game. Pittsburgh moves to 2-1 on the season, and Cincinnati moves to 1-2. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and God bless.